I'm Marshal, welcome to another video you're joining me for Witness Bodyguard Romance Chapter 19, Homecoming. Watch as Finn and his goons come closer. Your breath coming in gasps as your heart racing. You can hear Finn directing them in with him. You two head for the house. We'll check that first and then the property. Cassian, they're here for us. How did Finn know? Has he been following us this whole time? I don't know. What are we gonna do? I'm thinking. Think a little faster. I know what just to do. Aren't you friends? You two are cool, right? We just saw him. Can't you just, I don't know, reason with him? You want me to reason with someone who might be trying to kill us? Yes? Pretty sure having a reasonable conversations stopped being an option when they took shots at us at the cliffs. Yeah, but you don't know if it was him or not. You look out the window again, watching as Finn and the others start kicking over the buckets and smashing equipment. They might be under that bucket over there, Finn. Smash it! Wait, if they're here for us, shouldn't they be headed straight for the house? I told you, these are the men who threatened to burn down my farm. They're the reason so many of my neighbors have moved. So maybe they've just come back to pressure you for protection money again. Perhaps. Or they knew we'd come this way and want to see if anyone has seen us, especially if they already have people scared. Whatever the reason, we have to do something to make them go away. What do you have in mind? Really? Yes, putting the motorcycle in the bog. Let's do it. We know exactly what the bog can do. I like the way you think. We'll have to be quick about it. Make sure they don't see us. Come on. Go out the back door and circle around. Hopefully they'll keep coming this way. You, with a nod to Bertha, you and Cassian slip out the back. You sneak around the house, silently making it to the monster spikes without them noticing. Cassian grabs the handles and slowly starts to push you towards the bog. You watch as the monsters are searching the yard. He whispers to you. The alarm will probably go off once it starts to sink. Run into the barn after we're sure it's stuck, okay? Got it. Ready? Motorcycle. Rest in peace, my friend. You watch as the motorcycle comes to a rolling stop and begins to tip over as the bog starts to swallow it. Go, go, go! Really? You and Cassian sprint into the barn, hiding behind the bales of hay to watch. Finn and the goons are almost to the house when... Beep, 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 beep. What in the hell? You peek out to see what the noise has stopped the mobsters in the tracks. Sounds like my bike! Well, don't just stand there. Go check it out. The mobsters move away from the house, and you let out a quiet sigh of relief. How did this happen? The bike is completely stuck in this damn bog! Yeah, that'll make them go away. No one. I told you not to park so close to the moor. You would think you would notice where you parked or not and how they've been moved. The group struggles to free the bike for a few minutes to no avail. We don't have time for this. They're not here anyway. Leave. We'll come back for it later. You can hear some grumbling from the mobsters, but eventually they trudge back to the other bikes. You can hear the roar of the engines disappearing down the road. Are they gone? This is stupid as shit. Cassian cautiously leaves your hiding spot to look around. They're gone! This is the dumbest mobsters I've ever met. He scoops you in his arms and kisses you before twirling you around. That was brilliant. You are brilliant. Well, you haven't realized that by now. Cassian sets you down and looks towards the house. We should check on Betha. Let her know everything is alright. Yeah. Well done, you two. They didn't even have a chance to harass me again. I'm sure that'll save us. But you should probably be on your way in case they come back for their bike soon, rather than later. You and Cassian throw the sinking motorcycle one last look out the window. Cassian turns to you with a serious expression. This proves that we need to move on. That was too close to comfort. May I use your phone, Betha? Ours are out of commission from our dip in the bog. Of course! Betha pulls out her phone from the pocket of her apron and hands it to you. Thanks, Betha. Cassian dials a number and waits. Marshal Otto speaking. Who's this? It's us, Tomas. Cassian, oh thank God. Everything okay? I've been trying to reach you and Nami for hours, but we shouldn't talk too long on an unsecured line. Did something happen? There was an attack at the inn you were supposed to be staying at. Some windows got broken. The manager got a little roughed up trying to keep some people out of your room. Oh, no. Good thing we were in a barn. Seriously, that could have been us. If I'd made us go back to the inn, we could have been hurt or even killed. You looked at Cassian a bit misty-eyed. You could have been hurt or killed. Cassian wraps his arm around you, and you bury your face in his shirt. I don't know what I'd do if that happened. I'm glad you're both safe. For now, we've already had a run-in with the mobsters here looking for us. Seriously, then this will come as very good news for you. I called in some favors, and they were able to mobilize a protection detail to escort you home. All the marshals assigned I can personally vouch for as being trustworthy. This is great news. When can they pick us up? Well, actually, there's a catch. Due to some international issues surrounding weapons, laws, and jurisdiction, they can't meet you on the mainland. But we got the go-ahead to set up a safe house, an extraction point on a small island off the coast of Galway. This means you have to get there. At least we have a destination now, Galway. Yep, make sure to let Betha know, so in case they torture her, she'll let it out. I still need to work out a few things, so give me a few days. In the meantime, continue to fly into the radar. We'll get you out of there as soon as we can. Thank you, Tomas. Call me when you get to Galway. I'll give you more details. Be careful. Cassian hangs up and hands the phone back to Betha. Seems you have a lot to discuss. Not to mention you're probably exhausted from all the excitement this morning. Yeah, shoving a motorcycle into a bog has really worn me out. Why don't you pop up to the bedroom to talk and calm down? More like having an intimate moment. That's a very good idea. I know how you youngins can be, under adrenaline. Bow chicka wow wow. As Betha leaves the room, you collapse on the bed, closing your eyes and taking deep breaths as your fear threatens to overwhelm you. Nami, you want to talk about what you're feeling? Yes. Even though we've been in a relationship now for a couple of years, I really need to talk. Cassian lays down next to you, and you roll over to snuggle against his chest. Someone tried to kill us in a foreign country where we're not sure who can be trusted. I'm just really scared, Cassian. Cassian folds his arms around you, pressing you flush against him. You nuzzle against his neck, drawing comfort from his warmth. I'm scared too, Nami. You are. Of course I am. Before protecting you was my job, no matter the feelings I started to have for you. But now I'm protecting you because I can't imagine life without you. You sit up slightly to look at Cassian, cupping his cheek with your hands. Here you are worrying about me, and the whole while I've been worrying about you. Why? That's a stupid question, Cassian. They make men in this game sound stupid as shit sometimes, don't you agree? Because I'm not letting you take another bullet for me. This time we'll protect each other. So we'll take half a bullet for each of us. Come on. He stares at you for a moment before he starts to chuckle. Was it funny for you too? Because you love me? This is serious. Cassian leans over, his lips meeting yours in a tender, intimate kiss, his hands tangling in your hair, your own hand moving from his face to the back of his neck to hold the kiss. Your anxiety starts to melt away as you lose yourself in Cassian's passionate kiss and strong hands. You remain tangled together until he finally breaks the embrace. Feel better? Maybe a little. Well, we can get freaky on this old woman's bed if you like. Good. It's okay to still be scared, but we have to trust each other to make it through this. So, how are we gonna get to Galway? Well, we can't fix the motorbike. They might be watching any nearby mechanics, and we have no idea what else they did to it. Well, then what? Are we walking? Looks like. I guess we're at least 70 kilometers or 45 miles from Galway. Have you ever walked that much, Cassian? Good speed, sir. See you in a couple days. You do some quick math in your head. Even if we walk 10 miles a day, it'll take us like 5 days. I mean, I would hope you would walk more than 10 miles a day. That's only 5 hours of walking in a 24-hour period, but I digress. We might be able to take some shortcuts or sneak rides here or there. First, I need to figure out exactly where we are. There's a soft knock on the door before Betha enters, and you're both lying on her bed. Just checking to see if you wanted any more tea. Oh God, put on your clothes! Actually, can I look at your phone again? I need a map. Sure, dear. Betha hands him her phone, and he pulls up the GPS app. We really are in the middle of nowhere. Ah, so we're here, and Galway is up here. It's incredible she gets distance and signal out here in the boonies. Betha leans over and points to a dot on the screen. That's my village. I'm actually going into town to drop off wool and milk for the market. You could hitch a ride with me. Cassian studies the map a little more. Hey, my hometown is quite close to your village. We could stop there on the way. Because I'm sure the mobsters won't suspect that at all. Okay, do you have a car, Betha? No. Jesus Christ, she has a car. No, but I do have a car. You're welcome to hide in the back so you're not seen. I got a big comfy blanket I could cover you with. That sounds great. Thank you. I'll get everything packed up and meet you outside. She leaves the room. You hear the front door open and shut before turning to Cassian. She doesn't mean a cart, right? Let's find out. It's probably got some horses. She lives like the Amish. What's wrong with it? You go out to the road to meet Betha and find... How medieval. No, it's quaint. Shut the hell up. This is Buttercup. The name of every horse in every single game known to man. She'll be pulling the load today. But, how many animals do you have? A fair few, but Buttercup might be my favorite. Okay, if you all didn't fucking laugh at that nay, I don't know what to do. What do you think of your chariot? It's, unexpected keeps things interested. A surprise horse-drawn carriage ride is sort of romantic. Is this how you're thinking of it? Yeah, it could be better than sleeping in poop. It's not perfect, but it works. Just missing the jingle bells. I don't think Buttercup is as overboard with that as you are. You eye the cart trepidatiously. How am I supposed to... Here, allow me. Cassian lifts you effortlessly up into the back of the cart and lifts in after you. Best cover yourselves with the blanket, dears. Walk on, Buttercup. We're not doing the nay again. The cart starts moving with a jolt. Cassian throws the blanket up over both of you, enveloping you in darkness. Cassian pulls out his phone using the light. Jesus, how thick is this blanket, really? It's broad daylight. To give you a little visibility, it's warm and cozy under the blanket, but the cart isn't exactly promoting a smooth move. I'm gonna be bruised and bloody by the time we get to town. Shh, someone might hear you. I'm sorry, it's just hard not to complain with all the jostling. Maybe I can help take your mind off of it. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yes, use your nimble fingers on me. Yes.
You can merely make out Cassian smile in the dark. Without another word, you feel his hands crush your side, glide over your stomach, and slip past the waistline of your underwear. Shh. His fingers press against your core, eliciting another moan from you. I know how to keep you quiet. Cassian's mouth captures yours, silencing you. His fingers go lower, and you gasp against his mouth as you feel the tip of it brush against you. You grind against his hand, making him go deeper. Cassian moves excruciatingly slow, allowing you to feel every inch of his fingers. The thumb works your core. His kiss muffles the sound of your pleasure. You drag your teeth along his bottom lip somewhat aggressively, heat rising inside you as he starts to move faster. Cassian breaks your kiss for a moment. He leans down to whisper huskily in your ears. You move your hips in time with his hand. Come for me, Nami. Your lips crash together again as the tempo reaches a fever pitch. Your euphoria cries, smothered by the mouth on yours. Ride the wave of ecstasy before slumping against Cassian. He removes his hand from you, wrapping both of them around your waist to hold you close. The both of you ride in comfortable silence, the rocking of the cart not seeming so bad now. You can't see how close you are to the village under the blanket, and Betha hasn't said anything the whole way. Not like she's deaf. You lean closer to Cassian, trying to be as quiet as possible. How far away is your hometown? Only a few miles. We can just walk out there after Betha stops in the village. My family actually still owns the property I grew up on. I think my mom always hoped we'd come back one day. So your house is still there? Yep, it's just deserted and probably a little dusty, but it's a roof over our heads. Open your mouth to ask more questions when the cart suddenly jolts to a stop. Why are we stopping? I don't know. You're temporarily blinded by the light of the sun as the blanket is whipped off of you. Ah! Really? Fucking really? Oh my god, am I so tired of this book. Oh, today was lackluster, wasn't it? Wow, we got a grand total of 16 minutes, everyone. Oh boy, this book and Pixelberry is... If you actually want some content that's actually meaty, like meat and potatoes, a good stew, I'll be streaming here shortly on Twitch. We'll be doing Wolf Among Us, in case you have ever watched it. Tune in. If not, tune in. Thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Good day.